Let's get this party started. Do 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 do. Oh, I really am going out. I didn't go out a lot last year because I was.
I could just stack all his bread. I heard that I could just stack all his bread.
Still stack my bread, but not as much, so I can still enjoy my life, because that's not what life is all about. It's about stacking money. I want to make life the most of it. I always tend to forget. Oh brother, this is the struggle with having glasses. Is needing to see your makeup, but then also needing to like not have it so it doesn't affect the makeup. Decide for myself, like, are you going to want to save money, or are you going to want to live your life? And I chose both. I really look like I got no eyebrows. I do have eyebrows. People used to say that to me all the time, and that used to be an insecurity of mine, but I don't mind having light eyebrows. So I've decided that I'm going to simply accept my life as it is. Being able to work, but also learning how to accept what I have around me, because personally, this is not the city I would live in.
Ooh, the ghetto. The ghetto.
Okay, who would want to live in the Midwest? Chicago or Minnesota, Minneapolis. I mean, right now Minneapolis is crazy, but back to what I was saying. So even though I'm not in the position where I want to be at, location wise, I'm trying to make the most out of it, and that's why I'm going out. I'm going out and putting my high heels on, putting my makeup on, and I'm deciding to try things. I wasn't able to go out. Like, I understand like why my mom sheltered me a lot as a kid. There are some really bad people out in this world.
Honey, come on out.
Don't get me wrong, but I think she sheltered me too much, because then I kind of wilded out my first time at college. Who you see today is not who I was before. Let's just say that. I'll give grace to her, because she was just a kid trying to figure it out. I do give her grace. But for those who who have seen her in that state and have seen what she has done, that's not me no more. Anyway, y'all, because I'm trying to do like a 2 double lines right here, but it's not. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's just not painting out. This is looking disgusting. I play on my face literally sometimes. You know what I might do though? I'm gonna put a shimmer in the middle of it though. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, but yeah, like, because we just had like a not the best dynamic, we weren't the best for each other, and because we were trying to grow and heal in different areas, we just weren't the best. Oh, even if you've noticed, like, even me talk, because I'm really confident when I talk about a lot of stuff, but when it comes to my mother, it's very interesting when it comes to her. Like, I'm not as confident when speaking about our relationship, because it's a sore topic for me, because when you find out who your parents are, or like when you find out your parents aren't who you thought they were all your life, it's different. Like, people always say, like, oh, out in the world, outside world, oh, it's the world that will destroy you. No, it's really your family that shows you like how cruel people can be. I was cruel to her and she was cruel to me, and that is something that I have to live with and know and realize how much she was providing for us, but she didn't know and realize how much she was hurting me in the process of trying to provide. All moms who are trying to be the best for their kids is to recognize that sometimes kids don't just want things, they need you. Your love is more than whatever you can provide for them sometimes. Another reason why I'm waiting to have kids is because it's the most heartbreaking thing. And that's why I don't like the system in America, is because sometimes you will literally lose the thing that you're trying to provide for because of the thing that you're trying to, like, you're trying to achieve something for your kids, but in the same process you're losing your kids because of that same process. Like that's a sad reality in America. I don't know about any place else, but everything that we do here is usually for companies or money or jobs or work or something that doesn't include living. That's the hard truth of it all. It's like a nice shimmer in the middle. I think I'm gonna have to clean it up though. Let me get this first because my storage is about to, I look like I got a beard, but let me get this storage first. Let me get this cleaned up real quick and then I'll come back. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know what I'll talk about. Look, see? Cute. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is why I'm saying, like, I love makeup. I really do love makeup. I really do love makeup. Something about it. You being there for your kids is something I'm not going to take for granted, because I know how lonely it is to be a kid. See me and they're like, oh well, she's like really well established, or like she has a lot going for herself, but I hold a lot of my things in. Like I hold a lot of who I am inside. I'm not used to being able to be open, and I guess it's also because the people that I did let open up in my life showed me a reason why you shouldn't open up to people. And I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to accept everybody and embrace everybody for all that they are and all that I am, without a fear. Oh, that's a little too much. Yeah, that's why I'm going out. That's why I'm doing all the things that I'm doing right now, because I don't want to come into my life and say like, oh gosh, I wish I did it. I'm literally trying to have zero regrets. Zero, none. Like, and I think because God allows me to do a lot of things on my own, I tend to like be paralyzed. Oh God, what am I supposed to do? But sometimes you learn from the things that you don't always know. But I do love seeing my potential and my growth in that. And to be honest, I get that from my mom. I used to like, just be so irritated when people were like, oh my gosh, you look like just like your mom. I don't even say hated, but it irritated me. I don't want to be anything like her. But then as I got older and on my own, I'm just like, wow, I really am like her, and I'm grateful because she has a lot of characteristics that has taken me far. Like, she is ambitious, she is kind, she is wise, she is personable, okay? She's funny. She has all these characteristics that I didn't get to see because as a kid I was looking at all the bad, the cons of who she was in that time and season in her life, and I never got to see her in her element because I wasn't looking at her as Sabria. I was looking at her as the woman who won't let me out of this house. I feel like a Canadian bird. Like, I didn't see her as that. And I'm saying that to all of the kids who, one, don't talk to their parents, or don't have the best relationship with your mom, and saying like I'm not gonna say 100% like, oh yeah, sooner or later you and your mom are gonna live happily ever after. I can't promise you that. I'm not God. That's not me. But what I can say is sometimes taking a step back and reevaluating and letting God handle the situation. 'Cause you're trying to force something, and God is literally trying to create a way for y'all to both grow. And that's something I didn't always receive well, personally. Because I was always, oh my gosh, this looks so freaking good. I was practicing my makeup last night, and it was looking disgusting. I'm gonna actually show y'all if I do. And that's why because I want to try different colors. I'm not really into trying new colors, and I really wanted to try a new color. Because I go with like the basic ones that I know how to do, and I really wanted to learn how to see how other colors match my face. And I'm really excited about that. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's tea. And maybe in the future, in 5 years, I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. But right now, this is a work in progress. This is literally, I'm doing fantastic. I do need to work on this. So whoever you are, whatever you're doing, I just want to say that your mom and you, okay, it may get better, it may not get better. She may pass away before you be able to get that reconciliation, okay? Unfortunately, it's just life. But I will say is sometimes you may have to write yourself, because I had to heal a lot. Like, I literally wrote this woman a letter. I sent it to me, but I wrote her a letter of all the things that I was like, this is what you've done, this is how you made me feel, this is all the things I feel like you messed up my life, and it made me feel better. But then after I got that out, it made me recognize, like, okay, now what? After all this anger, after all this upset, after all this frustration, after all these things that are things that I've been holding on, now what? How do I just go on by myself and just like act like I never happened? No. You heal. You learn to heal, and you learn to see your mom for who she is. You learn to see the good in your mother if you want that relationship with her, you know, and you have to recognize where your boundaries are. Take your time, relax, you'll be fine. And sometimes, you know, and I should do this, but I think I'm going to start praying over our conversations before we go and jump on the call, because allowing God to lead the situation will allow doors to open or close in whatever capacity that is meant for you. Do you think I should? I think this is calling for some eyelashes. Gosh, if it messes up, I'm gonna be so upset. Man, it really does call for some eyelashes. Like this. Please, please don't let this be messed up. I'm just gonna go over. Look at my ashy behind lips. Ooh, crack. I don't have pink right now, so what I usually do is I take a concealer. I use a little bit, and I do like in the middle, and then I just buff it out. Come on, don't be like that. Who is calling me? Yo, these ads are getting ridiculous though. Doing a little too much now. Y'all doing a little too much. Sooner or later, they're gonna make ads. I'm just irritated. Sooner or later, they're gonna make ads. Like, oh, if you ever have to go to like a public restroom, I feel like they're gonna start making ads. And you have to watch an ad before you have to take some like toilet paper. Like, wonder again, because I did a little too much. Ooh, that's cute. I really do love makeup. And I used to not hate it as a kid, but I used to not like it because I didn't really know how to do it. And that's what like irritated me the most. Put some eyelash on my strips. Scary. Right here. But it was really, I hope what I'm saying to you is helping, I guess. I grew up in a mindset that I shouldn't go out, but I'm an outside person. I've always been that way. Oh no. Man. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna risk it. I can't. I can't do it. I can't take it, Jesus. I can't take it, Jesus. I feel like it needs something. I don't know what. I don't know what it is. I wanted it to be more like, but I'm okay with how this looks. All right, so, ow, my hair. I do hope. Why do I look weird like that? Okay, take something away from this. Well, I was just yapping my life away. Should I? You need to live your life. Point blank, period. Not because You need to live your life, and I can't say for you, because personally, if I said for you, then I don't believe that that would be truly being an ambassador for Christ, personally, because I live for Jesus. I do, and people think that's like such a weird thing to say. No, people live for other things. People live for themselves, but I always say live for Jesus, and that's another reason why I want in context. But this is what I get so distracted sometimes. It's irritating. But y'all, like, look, oh my gosh, like you cannot tell me she's not cute. Anyway, you need to live without any regrets. I'll say that. I say that regret is failing. No, sometimes failing is part of the process of life. People need to be okay with failing. You need to be okay with failing. You need to be okay with trying again, getting up again. You need to be okay with recognizing that everything may not work in the way that you thought it would be. Do you think I wanted to? You think I, Alexandria, okay, would thought in my life when I got out of high school that you thought that I was going to be a blue collar girl in the middle of the Midwest? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret my life for a second. I am so proud of how much I've come from, so much adversities I've been through and overcome. I'm so glad of who the person I've come today, because this person who I am now, she is a bomb.com. And when you look at my life, you would think like, oh, really? Yes, because it's the inside. That's why people don't understand. Sometimes it's never the materialistic things. Those will fade away. Life in this world will fade away, but your inner core, your integrity, your character, your wisdom, the things that you hold deep inside yourself, those will last forever. And I'm proud of who that person is. I'm glad for growing and maturing and seeing who I am and recognizing not just for myself, but also for my mother. I'm grateful that I'm able to recognize and appreciate my mother, because I never did that. And sometimes we have to sit down and say, like, yes, things happen in our life. It's yes, our moms or our daughters may cause us a lot of hurt and pain and stuff like that, but we also have to realize the appreciation of what she has done. It may not always be good, but there were good times. And I don't know what your life story is. I don't know where you come from. I don't know who you've been with. I don't know what's going on in your life. But I can tell you this: if you don't have a mom or dad, if you don't have family, then I know that there's a God who will be your father and your mother. He he literally says, I will be a parent to the motherless. He takes care of his own. He provides and sustains you in ways you can never do. And that's why I always say, like, you may not have a biological mom and biological dad that you could talk to, but you do have a heavenly father that can be everything and more for you. Amen. Clock it. Okay. I am a product of my mother and father, and I'm grateful for them. As much as things that they have given me, as much as both good and bad, I'm a product of them. And I use the tools that they've given me to A, break generational curses, break chains off of my family, and B, be the woman that God called me to be. And that's a lot. If you're still going and still working on the things that God's telling you to do, you are doing a good job. Sometimes we don't even take that moment to appreciate the present and be who you are at this time, but you are doing a good job no matter where you are in life. So, yeah, that was it. I don't know why I went on this rant about moms, so maybe that was the conversation I really needed to push or have a conversation about. But I love you. I hope y'all are doing a great day, and wherever you're having this conversation with if you're ever having a conversation or sit down with your mom, like, we need to take a break, or we need to come back together, reconcile, or maybe it's going back to God and figuring out, God, I need you because I have no one else. Maybe that's the various things that you need to do. So, and I'm not saying my mom and I are like this, but I am saying we are getting back into a healthy relationship where both of us are, one, doing things that are in the accordance of God, and two, living our fruitful lives that are helping each other, benefiting each other within God at the center. And that's how I like to contribute in my life is making sure that the Spirit of God is in each life that I am called to speak into and bring into my life. It's Jesus. So, yeah. So I'm gonna get ready, get dressed. I'm so excited, and I hope y'all having a great day. I love you and take care. Bye, gorgeous angels. Actually, it was the hairstyle that was getting to me, so I decided to do a little extra. A little extra. So I just wanted to say that before I left. This is the I don't know, it's giving like Princess Leia-ish walk girl version. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Okay. I'm really excited. Hope y'all are doing good. I will leave now officially. Okay. Love you, angels. Bye.